Hi, folks. So here's a quick use case of one of my favorite uses of Notion's new upcoming custom agents feature. The problem that I wanted to solve is that I use Notion as my CRM. And one of the things that an off-the-shelf CRM does that Notion doesn't do out of the box is that when you add a new record, say a new company record, a traditional CRM will automatically populate certain things like the industry, the name, the full name of the company, maybe the logo, and things like that. So Notion doesn't do that natively until now. So with custom agents, what you do basically is there are three parts. You define your triggers. So when should this agent be called into action? You define your instructions, which is basically a detailed system prompt. And then you define what, if any, tools and resources the agent should have access to. So in this case, the main way this agent is going to be triggered is when I add a new record to my company's database and when the website URL property in that database is populated. What it's then going to do is follow these instructions. So I'm not going to go through this in super detail, but basically this agent's job is to research the company, look at their website, and then enrich the record that I've just added to the database with the information it finds, such as the full company name, a brief description, tagging of the industry that the company fits into, country, size, and so forth. And then I've also asked it to add some context about how this new company might be relevant to my business. So it might be things around, is this a potential partner, a potential client, someone that could be an important vendor that I might want to work with. And so it'll actually add all of that into the page. So with that, let's go ahead and actually go to my company's database and let's try it out and see it in action. So I'm going to add a new record, and the only thing I really need to fill in here is the website. So I always just use a very common company when I'm showing these demos. So let's do apple.com. And let's go ahead and leave this on the side. And now when we go back to my company research agent, in the activity, you should be able to see it running. So here we go. And now it is waiting to start. Let's trigger this. This takes some time, so I'm going to actually speed up the video. And okay, we can see it thinking. And so just like talking to Claude or ChatGPT when you're in thinking mode, you can kind of see the whole thought process. You can click down to kind of see what's going on. And yeah, this is taking a while because it's got a big job to do. So it's done. Web research. It's got a description. And now it's updating the page. So you can see it's updated the title. It's filling in a detailed overview. It's giving me information about Apple's Q1 earnings. Maybe not super relevant for my business, but it doesn't hurt to have that. Okay, and I think it's done. So let's go back to the page. And we started with a blank page. All we filled in was apple.com, and now we have all of this. And we're done.